Harry will attend King Charles Coronation, but Meghan will stay in California with Archie and Lilibet, Buckingham Palace confirms, as Sussexes friend Omid Scobie says it will only be a quick trip for the prince. Buckingham Palace confirmed the dramatic nevws in a statement today, saying it was pleased to confirm the Duke of Sussex will be at Westminster Abbey on May 6. But the Duchess will stay home at the couple's residence in Montecito with 1-year-old Lilibet and Archie, whose 4th birthday is on the same day as the ceremony. The couple's friend Omid Scobie confirmed Archie's birthday played a factor in the couple's decision, and he expected it would be a fairly quick trip to the UK for Harry. The Duke will only attend the ceremony itself, which is likely to last a few hours. One royal observer told MailOnline, "Charles will be pleased. The rest of the family will be relieved that Meghan won't be there. It would have been particularly uncomfortable for Kate." Harry and Meghan had controversially delayed their decision over whether they would fly in for the ceremony, despite the RSVP date of April 3 having passed. Harry, who laid bare his troubled relationship with the royal family in his Netflix documentary, An Autobiography Spare, will be there to witness his father Charles and stepmother the Queen Consort be crowned next month. The NEWWS ends months of speculation about whether the couple would show up to the King's big day, but will likely see Meghan accused of snubbing the monarch and the royal family. A Buckingham Palace spokesman said in a statement issued at 3 p.m. today, Buckingham Palace is pleased to confirm that the Duke of Sussex will attend the coronation service at Westminster Abbey on the 6th of May. The Duchess of Sussex will remain in California with Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. Harry's attendance comes despite the rift within the royal family prompted by Harry's decision to reveal family secrets in his best-selling book. The revelations, including details of private conversations with his father and his brother. Prince William fanned tensions between Harry and his family that became public when he and his wife moved to North America in 2020. The book also included allegations that members of the royal family regularly feed the press unflattering information about other members of the House of Windsor in exchange for positive coverage of themselves. Expect it to be a fairly quick trip to the UK for Prince Harry, who will only be attending the coronation ceremony at Westminster Abbey. An ITV News royal editor Chris Shipp said, "Given everything that's been said, alleged, in 6 Netflix episodes, and 1 book, this is a big development. But Harry coming alone does mean less pressure on the royal family, and fewer of those awkward photographs together." The Abbey will be filled with 2,000 people for the service, down from a potential guest list of 7,000, including leaders from the likes of France, Spain and Japan. US President Joe Biden called Charles to let him know he will not be attending the service in central London, sending his wife Jill instead, in what some commentators have viewed as a snub. Charles will be the 40th monarch to be crowned in the Abbey, and at 74 at the time of the ceremony, the oldest to ever be crowned. The service is expected to be watched by hundreds of millions across the globe in what will be a masterclass in pomp and pageantry, despite the King's decision to slim down the occasion. The service itself will start at 11 a.m. and be solemn and religious while also offering celebration and pageantry, according to the royal family website. The historic ceremonial position will see the 8 youngsters, 4 for each monarch, carry the King and Queen's robes into the Abbey. Harry will not take part in the coronation procession afterwards nor join senior royals on the balcony of Buckingham Palace, it is believed. Prince William will be the only royal liegeman at the ceremony, and only he will kneel to pay homage to the King, before touching the crown and kissing his father's cheek. The action is usually performed by all the royal dukes, but Charles scrapped the traditional obligation, effectively absolving Harry of any ceremonial duties. Harry and Meghan's children, Archie and Lilibet, are seen to be too young to perform roles in the ceremony. Royal author Phil Dampier previously told MailOnline, They are too young to be involved in the actual ceremony, but of course the king would love to see his grandchildren, if they came over, and it must be heartbreaking for him that he never sees them. Over the weekend, glittering ceremonial celebrations for the coronation were unveiled, detailing the procession route, the carriages, and the priceless crown jewels chosen to play a starring role. Charles and the Queen Consort will travel in a shorter procession route than the late Elizabeth Illinois, and break with tradition by only using the elaborate 260-year-old gold state coach one way on their return. The monarch and Camilla have personally decided to make the 1.3-mile outward journey known as the King's Procession from Buckingham Palace in the more modern, comfortable Diamond Jubilee state coach, which has shock absorbers, heating and air conditioning. They will travel, accompanied by the sovereign's escort of the household cavalry, down the Mall via Admiralty Arch, along the south side of Trafalgar Square, along Whitehall and Parliament Street, around the east and south sides of Parliament Square to Broad Sanctuary to arrive at the Abbey. The priceless array of coronation regalia from the crown jewels, which will be used during the religious service in the Abbey, has also been confirmed. It will include the sovereign's orb, the golden spurs, bracelets known as armills, 2 maces, 5 symbolic swords, the sovereign's ring, the sovereign's scepter with cross and the sovereign's scepter with dove. Camilla will be crowned, as previously announced, with the modified Queen Mary's crown, but she will also hold the Queen Consort's rod with dove, despite the controversial rod being made from ivory. The piece is said to symbolize equity and mercy, and the dove, with its folded wings, represents the Holy Ghost. Camilla will also hold the Queen Consort's scepter with cross, which originally made for the coronation of Mary of Modena, Queen Consort of James, Illinois, in 1685, and is inlaid with rock crystals. As part of the proceedings, she will receive the Queen Consort's ring, a ruby in a gold setting made for the coronation of King William IV and Queen Adelaide in 1831, and used by 3 further Queens Consort, Queen Alexandra, Queen Mary, and the Queen Mother. As previously announced, Charles will be crowned with the 17th-century St. Edward's crown, which has been resized to fit his head. He will switch it for the lighter imperial state crown at the end of the ceremony, as is the custom.